All right, everybody, welcome back to another week of SCSRA Live with your one and only David and Eddie. Eddie, how are you doing today? We're not going to have another rant session, are we?
I'm just hanging in there like a hair in a biscuit.
All right, good.
I mean, like, it worked out pretty well for me, but even if that wasn't the case, I thought it was a really good race compared to what we've had and what we are kind of expecting. So
Right. It did go pretty well. The truck race had a couple of cautions, but a lot of good, clean racing. Josh says, "What's up, guys? Congrats on your win, Eddie." So we're
thanks,
already
brother.
starting with the chats. Love it. Keep it coming. Truck race went pretty well. I think you said it was 4 cautions, including the stage.
Yeah, it was 4 cautions, 15 laps, I believe.
Yeah, so not too terrible. And then the next gen race was a little bit different. As expected, I think it was 28 cars. Richmond is not the easiest track to drive, but it's definitely not the hardest track to drive. So, it didn't go too bad.
It was pretty slick. Pretty slick.
Yeah.
But that seems to be a lot of iRacing's deal now.
Yeah.
Like I was saying with the trucks, man, like we've went to some places that we went to last season and they were total difference.
Yep.
And, you know, they were a lot looser and stuff like that. So
Yeah. I did notice that too, since these last updates.
that's why I'm worried about the Glen.
I think something changed. Something changed in their setups, you know?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, bro. But like we went to the Glen and the trucks were okay. The next time we went to the Glen, they were just a little bit loose.
Yep.
And then the next time we went to the Glen, they were looser. And then we ain't been there in a while. So
Yep.
yeah, that's weighing on my mind pretty heavy, honestly.
Cheesy B in the chat. What's up, bud? Thanks for coming by again. Continue
What's
working.
up, cheese?
Don't get in trouble, bud. Just stay at work. Yeah, I'm curious to see how Watkins Glen's gonna go. I lost force feedback in the truck race completely. So I tested next gens the next day and there was like nothing there. So I backed out of the race. I wasn't fixing, I've never run without force feedback and I wasn't fixing on learning in a day. So I only ran the truck race and I came in 16th out of 17th because it stopped working with like 40 laps left. Luckily, I think there's a solution, but I don't know if it'll be here by next week or not. So we'll see what happens.
I had to practice that. No force feedback for the Glen. Make you a couple laps.
I gotta make 5 laps, but that's all I gotta do. The truck race is one thing, but oh, have I missed 2 races in next gen yet? Oh no. I must find out.
Drum rolling for you. Drum rolling for you.
Hang on.
Drum rolling for you. Drum rolling for you.
Hang on. Oh man, I'm about to, dude, no.
Boom, boom, boom.
Right. Points are currently being done. Not quite done yet. Oh, 5 of 6. So I had my one. Okay, yeah, I can't miss anymore. Is it 2 or more? You can only miss one race?
You have to make 8. You can miss 2. But
Can't
one
be
of
the
them's gonna
last
be your
week.
drop race. Yep, can't be the last week. And one will be your drop week. Like, you have a drop week. Everybody has a drop week, unless you miss 2 races. If you miss 1 race, you still get a drop week, I believe. Or the one you missed counts as your drop week. I don't know. Drop weeks, man.
Sharn says Eddie seems happier this week. Wonder why.
No, well, I mean, overall, you know, it was a better race. And shout out to Sharn for sponsoring that. Everything going on, dude. I muted the whole Discord within, like, there was still 83, 85 laps or something like that to go. And I muted the whole, I got a little button on my stream deck here. I booped and I didn't hear anybody. I was focusing, man. I was trying to get locked in. So yeah, shout out to Sharn for sponsoring it. That was pretty awesome of him. So we appreciate that.
Sentinel Link, is that what it's called?
Sentinel Fit, I think.
Sentinel Fit? I can't remember.
I need to write this stuff down.
I know, me too. You think I would, but I don't.
Right.
I'm just looking at my face and realizing how much blue light is in this lighting right now, and I'm not okay with it. but I don't really care. There's nothing I could fix. Wow, ooh, we got what's his Sylvain, the absent admin in the chat. 2 drops top, 1 drop, and 1 missed.
Oh, see, we start Sentinel Fit.
Sentinel
All right,
Fit.
cool.
Yeah, we do
I
appreciate the
was
sponsor,
looking.
bud.
I couldn't see where Dev posted it. I was about to go through the paints showroom thing, but yeah,
Do
pretty
appreciate
awesome for sure.
it.
Hate your race didn't go as planned in the next gen. I don't know about the truck race, but I know you had some hard luck there at the first. I think he was trying to type and messed his car up or something and couldn't get it started back. I think, and had to end up getting out and starting from the pits, missing the start.
Just like you would Indy.
Yeah, man, like that was tough. I felt the pain there. Yeah, thought I had 20 seconds left. I race in my basement, and I usually have sweatpants and a hoodie on at least. And before I get in the race, I try to take them off because I know I'm gonna be in it, you know, and I'd rather not sweat like a goofball. But yeah, and I forgot to take them off, and I had 20 seconds. I looked over and I got out. I'm like, I can do that in 20 seconds, you know. And as soon as I went out, it said I missed the start. I was like, oh man. So that was. I feel you, man. You're not alone. You're not alone.
He says, all my fault, LOL, hit the kill switch. Well, that's never good. Ended up
Yeah.
in the hornet's nest. Yeah, 80 place past 10th. yeah, basically.
I feel you.
It was rough.
I feel you on the hornet's nest, buddy. I feel you.
Yeah.
That's. I feel like the way that I usually drive and everything this season has kind of put me behind, and I feel you on the hornet's nest. Comment there for sure.
Yeah, it was. I've noticed that a lot this season. Anything past like 10th in the next gen series is just it's
a
rough.
nightmare.
It's rough for sure.
Yeah.
I felt it at Indy,
but
I didn't do great on this race, so I can't even say like this race too. But
But I do have to say, even if I didn't win that race, you know, as a whole, I think it was a lot better than what we expected going in.
Oh, for sure.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm happy I won. Don't get me wrong, but like, I don't think my rant session is gonna happen even if I didn't win that race, I guess.
Yeah. Sylvain said, just got my power back, lost at 11 p.m. last night. Bro, you need to move someplace with more reliable
civilization.
Power. Yeah. You lose power and internet all the freaking time, man. You need to move back to civilization.
I got Sylvan. I was doing the bread the other night, and I looked over in the coffee aisle, and I seen Tim Hortons, some kind of bottled Tim Hortons like iced coffee.
You got Timmy Ho's iced coffee in your grocery stores now?
Yeah, bro. Weird, huh? Like,
dude, I would drink the hell out of that.
In Tennessee, bro. All the way down here in Tennessee. But I seen that and I was like, oh, Canada, eh? And I thought of Sylvan. So
I would drink the hell out of that.
Country. Yeah.
I've heard Timmy Ho's is really good. If I ever go to Canada,
they used to have them in Michigan. Yeah, they used to have them in Michigan. It's probably not the same, but
yeah. Sylvain says, I'm in the country. Yeah, move out of the country. That's the point. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right. There lies your problem.
Yeah. We'd enjoy it. I thought you were going to start racing with us more.
Well, he has to make a decision whether he wants to pee off his porch with nobody looking at him or if he wants to race with us more. And I reckon he just wants to pee off his porch more.
Oh. Well, to each his own, I guess.
Right.
All right. Let's get into the truck race since that's what we are starting with. Come on. Thank you.
You want to go over the Indy race since we missed out on that last week?
You really want to?
I really don't.
Yeah.
I really don't. Like I said, man, I don't. I'm proud of everybody, and this race wasn't as bad as we expected. So,
yeah,
like take me winning out of the equation, like that. I'm glad as an admin to see that.
We had some good like 30, 40 lap runs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there was progress. You know, there was a heartbeat there.
Yeah,
it shows life.
Yeah,
not all is totally lost yet.
Oh, that's right,
Until next week.
Sylvain says his father was in the hospital and did some overtime last week. How's your dad doing? Is he getting any better? All right. So yes, as Eddie said, super proud of everybody. It was a significant improvement over weeks past, which we did not expect, which is kind of the theme that we talked about 2 weeks ago, or even last week actually, where the tracks we expect everyone to do horrible at, like Richmond, people do pretty well at.
Yeah.
People that we don't expect any cautions at, like a track like Indy or Michigan, it's not that we don't expect no cautions, but 14 in a race is a little extreme, especially on a 2.5 mile track. Out on Tuesday, back at home. Nice, bud. Glad he's doing good. Glad he's home.
Glad to hear that. Oh, show.
Hey, Sylvain, since you're in the chat, if you want to come drop in and introduce yourself, please, by all means, do. You're the only admin that we haven't ever heard from because you halfway don't exist. Well, you exist, but you're just never here or around. So if you have some time, come hang out with us for a minute. Anyways. So yeah, so we expect tracks like Indy and Michigan to be decent, and they're absolute shit shows. And then Richmond we expect to be an absolute shit show, and it doesn't turn out too bad. So maybe we seem to change our expectations.
Yeah.
Maybe when we change our expectations, then it'll go better.
I think they're all going to be a shit show, and they'll all be decent. It'll be great.
The rest of the season's pretty rough.
Yep. I'm going to say it right now. The rest of the season's going to be a shit show.
Mm-hmm.
Shit show. Like, that's all it's going to be.
Yep.
So.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Sylvain Works a Lot Seguin. If I butchered your last name, but I'm really sorry. You're from Canada.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Right?
The ghost.
Sylvain, I can see you in Discord. Can you please talk?
Sylvain.
Whatever.
Say something or they're going to think you're fake, buddy.
Man, he's fired.
Can you hear me now?
What's up, brother?
There's Sylvain.
Yes, and Seguin is my last name.
Seguin. Okay. Everyone that's out there, that I know, Sharon, I don't know if you've ever met Sylvain or not. You may not have. Cheese, you know who he is. Josh, you know who he is. But everyone, this is Sylvain Seguin. He is our behind the scenes admin. He does a lot of the point stuff. He does a lot of the permissions and management and all this other fun stuff. Sylvain, introduce yourself, bud.
Yeah, Sylvain Seguin. Yeah, I've been the admin for the past 5-6 years now, 7 seasons.
So since the beginning.
Yeah, same thing with iOS. I used to be
I was going to say, I think he did the
iOS
points.
as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think he did the points way back in the iOS and all that stuff too. So yeah, he's been here a long time.
And I was also an admin on a Sunday night league, which was CASCAR at the time. So I did that for a few seasons as well. So points and admin.
Damn Canadians.
So I've been 2 or 3 leagues now that I've been the admin and points, and I've done some graphics as well.
Are you the only Canadian left?
In our league, I believe so.
I think you are.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
I know that Josh is the closet Canadian, but
they don't count.
You don't count. Wow, you're the only Canadian left, Sylvain.
Yeah.
How
think the
sad.
other 2 Canadians left with the old crew.
Wasn't a bad thing.
Yes.
So you've just been around your legacy, been here for freaking ever. Back in when we had talked about this in like the first episode where SCSRA came from. It was kind of an offshoot from, the iOS kind of split, and I don't think we ever did tell that story, Eddie.
We did a cleaning of the house. We purged, and I took one for the team and went and made the Window Liquor League and came back. Cleaned up the race in a ton.
You went and tried out the other.
Yeah.
So Sylvain doesn't race very often, races when he can. Again, glad to hear about your dad, bud. Glad he's home.
For sure.
Yeah, well, the previous seasons there is because I was on shift work working for the Canadian Blood Services, so I was on shift work as a driver. So delivering blood all over the place.
Vampires, got it. When do you? So I know that now you're not on shift work now, right? Or you're on a different schedule.
Yeah, I ended up moving department. I'm in the biomed section now, so I'm in the office repairing equipment now.
Nice. So we'll get to see Sylvain on track more often, right?
Trying to, yes.
In theory. Well, I know we've seen you more this season than we had the last like 4 seasons.
Right?
You've been at like
That is
4
correct,
races
yeah.
total this season so far.
That is correct.
That is correct. Freaking awful. Well, we appreciate you coming, Sylvain. We're gonna watch the race. Please hang out, chime in if you want. Tell us your thoughts and theories. And just hang out. It's basically what we do, bud. You've never been here before.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. I've watched the episodes. That's about it.
Well, thanks
I
for
promise to
watching
be
and
good this
tuning in.
week. Yeah, we appreciate that. I promise to be good this week. Like I said, I'm proud of everybody. Even if I didn't win, like I'd still.
No rant?
No rant. No rant. You want that? Go watch the one from last week. Or better yet, go watch the indie broadcast, then watch our little podcast, and tell me if you don't feel the same.
Yeah, I watched a podcast, but I didn't watch the the
I,
replay.
I would suggest you watch the replay.
Yeah.
It's not great.
Yeah, for context at least.
Yeah. You need to see it's up on the drive. So starting off the race, Devin's up front with Trey Spears on the outside, Sharn and Eddie in the second row. Just kind of files back from there. There's something towards the back of this coming off of this turn, I think. Why'd it go to me? Oh, it went to Pro Volt. Yeah, because we went right to caution pretty quick. Oh, that's where it was D right. Spun out.
D right with a self spin.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Ryan Likens did a great job of avoiding that one. And then let's see what happened next. Then it was the stage at 35. And then there was a wreck on lap 45.
Ooh, Nelly.
Yeah, Brett Merle going for a ride. Man, that instant repair worked out real well for him.
He went to Morris Customs with that. Oh, he really did.
Yeah, for that paint job, looking sick.
Yeah, it was pretty till he crashed it.
Yeah. Yeah, the blue looks awesome on that truck. So yeah.
Looked like you got the quick repair on it.
All right.
Yeah.
On track. Looks like Tim kind of just broke loose there, tapped Brett. He went into the wall, and hell ensued in front of him.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's it.
Cheesy B said he has made more races than me. That's wild.
Yeah.
Talking about Silva.
Yep. He definitely has.
Yeah.
Let's see. Devin's the lead car. What lap was that? Was that the 91 lap?
Sure.
I don't even know.
I don't know either. I know me and Riley took a spin there before that later caution. Pretty sure it was after stage, maybe. There wasn't no caution for it though.
Pro Volt run to the field. Good job, Ben.
Oh yeah, he's been strong this season.
Mm-hmm.
Proud of it.
Lap 92. Oh, caution's out. Why is the caution out? Oh.
Somebody don't manage to.
Someone's backwards, that's why. So who's that? Ryan Riley.
Yeah. Well, it depends on which car you're talking about.
Well, it's Ryan Likens and Riley Gomes.
So my answer was correct.
Yep. Only suggestion I have here is Ryan. I know you're probably not watching because your dad probably doesn't let you watch the show.
Which is probably a good
probably hold your brakes, bud.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you have it locked down on the bottom of the track. If you just held the brakes down here, you would have kept it at the bottom of the track. Like you can tell that
you'd have only had a fender scrub from the wall there instead of a whole truck in your passenger side.
Yep.
Driver's side or whatever side.
You do hold your place on the track, which is awesome. Looks like Devin wasn't
sure.
really paying attention. Almost T-boned him. So yeah, only correction to that is they just lock it down towards the bottom. You're already there, so it'd be good just to keep it down there. Then last couple laps.
I'd say especially in the short tracks.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I mean,
There's not much room.
any track, it's a really good thing to get in the habit of.
Yep. Last couple of laps, Devin's leading. He wins the race. Okay, well, I know. Here we go. I know Eddie's starting hunting down. Sharn's there in third. Yeah, not a whole lot else to talk about with the truck race. It's a stage, 2 more cautions, and we were golden. It was a really clean race. There was a lot of good runs in there.
Yeah, for sure. So I said, man, this week was good. It was a good direction to go. A lot better than we expected.
So what the next short track we have is Bristol in the play. Right?
Short track.
Apparently I didn't drink enough coffee today.
You better go get some more.
We're live now. I just drank my whole cup.
Yeah, see.
Maybe we can have my daughter make me some more. Anyways, so next short track we go to is Bristol in the playoffs.
Is it?
Is it not? I don't even know my own schedule.
We go to New Hampshire? I know for sure.
Oh, that's right. New Hampshire.
Rockingham.
And
we got the Glen. We got the Glen next week.
Oh, I'm talking about short tracks though, okay?
Yeah. But hear me out. We got Watkins Glen next week.
Yeah.
Then we got Rockingham the week after.
Yep.
New Hampshire the week after that.
Yep.
2 big weekends or two big weeks.
3 big weeks
after. Well, yeah.
And then Texas.
Road course, but
I'm excited for Texas.
Texas should be fun.
Yep.
It's going to be an absolute horrible race, though. It has to be.
Yeah,
because
the whole season's going to be a shit show.
Because if we say it's going to be a good race, then it'll be an absolute shit show.
Yep. That reverse psychology here.
Absolutely. So Watkins Glen next in the trucks. How do you feel, Eddie?
I'm kind of scared, like I alluded to earlier. It seems like every time we've went there, the trucks have been looser and looser and looser, especially up through the S's, and coming off that right-hander going to that long straightaway before the bus stop there. They can definitely get out of hand there. You can lose the tail of the truck, and I'm worried about them being loose. Because like I said, it seems like every time we've went back to there, they've been looser and looser and looser. And then with the updates to iRacing and stuff, it seems like they've made all the updates looser. Even tracks we went to last season in them, they're looser, and you can feel it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what's on my mind. I'm looking forward to it. I know where I'm going around there. I know that track inside and out now, thanks to Joe Wright and Dee Wright, Joe's mom and dad, and shout out to them. I doubt they'll listen to this, but shout out to them anyway. So yeah, going up there and camping with them and stuff at the Glen and walking around the track and hanging out with them, it's really fun. So yeah, man, I like the Glen. I know what turn comes next. And I'll always tell you that's my biggest thing on a road course. That's why I don't really care for it. I ain't got time to memorize 100 different corners on one track and then next week memorize another 100. No, man,
It's a blast.
I don't. Yeah, I'm sure it is.
It's so much fun.
I'm happy you enjoy it, buddy.
I enjoy the lefties and the righties.
I'm happy you enjoy that.
I also enjoy turning right to turn left.
Yeah.
That's also fun to me. So I haven't done any next gen practice at Watkins Glen at all.
I'd say it's gonna be better than the trucks.
Is it
honestly.
though?
Yeah, I mean,
Historically speaking, yeah. This season.
the way the car is built, man, it's
Yeah.
built for that shit. Like short tracks, not so much.
Right.
That I said I wasn't gonna go down that path tonight, but
Not doing it.
Yep.
I've always liked the trucks at Watkins Glen. Like always liked them. It's my only road course win in a league, and it was in the 802 series, I think
is it your only? Oh, you said road course win.
Yeah. So my only road course win was in the 802. Oh, dude, I can't talk. It was the 802 series before I joined the SCSRA. And it was when...
Last open?
Bye, bud.
Thought he was hanging with us.
I guess not. I can't deal with our madness.
Probably.
And I chased down Rosenberger. I was racing with him. And I chased him down. Yeah. We came first and second in that race. And we also raced at... I can't remember the track. It was rough. But we also came in first and second in that race. So I was really confident in road courses and NASCAR trucks until I came to this league. And I was like a second and a half slower at my fastest. And I was like, oh. Okay. That's humbling.
Pretty humbling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I came and raced people that actually knew what they were doing. I was like, oh my God. Raced against Cody and Devin and Nudie. I was like, oh my Lord. This is awful.
Bro, season 5 championship race, was it Vegas? It was Vegas,
probably.
I'm pretty sure. Awesome race for me. Awesome race for me. The most complete race I have ever put together ever.
Was that the one where you led like 90% of it?
I led all but 3 laps, I think.
Okay, so 95%.
And Junior led those because I pitted, I think. And he stayed out. But yeah, man, hell of a race there. Let me tell you, go back and watch that bad boy. I got humbled real quick. They had the next gen race official there, and I'm like, oh yeah, Daddy got this, and
Nope.
Daddy didn't have this.
Nope. Correction.
No, it humbled me real fast, bro. I was like, damn, okay.
Yeah.
I think I still finished like second or third, but like it was tough. It was tough.
I was very how do you say, there's been too many of the same winner at road courses lately. If you know what I mean. I think it's just been Devin, basically.
Some people do it and some people don't. I don't think it would matter what track you're at, though.
That's true. He's really good. I still want to see some other people. I want to see what like Sharn and the Gumses we've seen before at road races, but I want to see what like Sharn does. I'm interested. All right.
Yep.
Let's get into the next.
A lot of new folks, man.
I know.
A lot of new folks.
I know.
We'll see.
Josh says lots of blue, needs more red and green. Sorry, how to call it work. I don't even know what you're talking about. If you're talking about lighting or if you're talking about the truck that we talked about.
I think he's talking about his RGB.
That is also
If
possible.
you know, you know.
If you know, you know. iRacing. Yeah, what is with these transitions? Like, why are they going so fast, too?
Because that 8 cars on there, it's fast.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just kidding.
My lighting. Yeah, see, I didn't do anything different though. I think my camera settings reset for whatever reason. I don't know why. I'll have to go look at that. Hey, look, that's better. Maybe it was picking up too much in the background. I don't know. Sharn, me too, LOL. Yeah, dude, road racing is fun. And one of these days, I'm going to convince these fools to go back to COTA in the next gen cars because it's fun. They all disagree, and I'm fine with it. Right.
I can't hear you.
So start of the race, we start off with Devin on the inside, Brett on the outside, Eddie on the outside, and then 55 is Cat 55. I don't know why his paint's not showing up. Maybe he's ran something else between now and then. Josh also agrees we need to go to COTA. Josh, our opinion doesn't matter. I don't know why. I'm an admin. I need my opinion to be heard.
Well,
And
we need
considered.
to look at the first part of this schedule and look at it and realize that we can't even go to these regular ass places without it being a shit show. So you're gonna throw a place like COTA in there? No,
Yes,
not a fan of it.
I absolutely am.
I'm happy for you,
Watkins Glen's not going to be any better, dude.
bro. More people know Watkins Glen than COTA. Promise you.
Oh, what? 214 broke loose. iRacing, can you not see when someone is sideways, please? Come on. Oh, now we're going to go back there. All right, so first caution happens lap 9. Hang on, I actually have a whole report for this, so I can just go back and look at this.
Work smarter, not harder,
I
buddy.
know, right? What am I thinking?
Welcome
COTA-
back, Sylvan.
Yeah, just off my internet. So I'm
Bro.
on my phone.
Move back to civilization. Stop
Said he'd
losing
rather pee
power
off of his
internet.
porch. You leave him alone.
Josh, all
Moving out
right.
here wasn't my choice.
What?
Moving out here wasn't my choice.
Well, it's your choice to stay there.
Yeah.
This is Riley Gomes. Coming up here in just a second.
I think we had a wild Duvendak cop in here, bro. Where'd you go? Come back.
Baby, come back. So yeah, this was Riley. He just pushed up the track, made contact with 127. They both went to the wall. Josh ran into them.
Josh in his Arca brakes.
Mm-hmm. Awful, Josh, awful. Ryan changes paint for his race tomorrow so he has the right banners and doesn't lose points. Makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I'd say too.
I wish that iRacing would like save the paints in the replay. But
Yeah.
it doesn't.
And another thing, man, like on trading paints, I'm having a hard time finding the ASR league on there so I can set my paint to each individual league. And for some reason, it's not showing up in there. So, I don't know. Weird.
Interesting.
Oh, that's weird because it's showing up for me.
How is that showing up for you? Are you even in the ASR league? That was a question, Sylvain.
Yeah. Well, the 3 leagues I'm in, they all show up individually.
Yeah, I see some of the leagues that I am in and have been in, and some of them that I'm just too lazy to leave, and they show up in there. So that's what's got me stumped. So, I don't know.
Josh says that he was hard on the brakes. I barely got into them. Go on board. Eddie's.
That's what I'd say too.
I feel like now we have to because Eddie won't.
Oh
let
yeah,
us
we
go.
definitely have to.
Because Eddie's
I'm
not gonna
giving
let us
Josh all
go.
a hard time, and he's all like, "No, seriously, I believe you, Joshy. Giving you a hard time, buddy."
Yeah, even going on board, it doesn't show you're braking.
Right
Listen, you could have started braking right here.
here, or here, or here, or here, or here, or here. Oh man, he straight throttled up into him. That's
I saw the blip in the
I don't know.
RPM.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Just a blip though.
Yeah. All right, so the next one was
Just kidding, Joshy.
Tithoff on lap 17. Let's go on board and see what happens here. I think this is the self-spin one. Oh, no. Well, yeah, he loses it and then corrects it and then Josh again into the wall. Here, let's look at it from Josh's perspective again. He seems to be around a lot of these.
I hope that plays on the broadcast.
What happened? You hope what plays on broadcast? Did you just soundboard it?
I did.
Yeah, it'll play. I won't hear it.
And if yours was off, that was a totally wasted opportunity.
Here, since you don't play that one, I'll unmute your soundboards for this show. That also doesn't apply to Josh. Sorry, yours are still broken forever. He thought it was the brake, but mashed the gas, putting it through the front door of the local pharmacy. Okay, what was next?
Not the pharmacy.
Cody Bullock.
So he didn't use the toe heel process?
No.
The heel toe?
The heel toe? Yeah.
It's Canada. It's toe heel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Hey,
Lap 28.
I'm sorry.
Go on board with Cody Bullock here. Oh, we were going along with the maybe these could have been done a little bit differently. In the last wreck, what could have changed? What could have done better? Who could have done better?
I'm only pointing out the obvious ones there, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to go down that path. I told you I wasn't gonna go on a rant. I'm not gonna.
Roger. Continuing. I don't know. Someone broke loose. But there's not really a whole lot you could do.
I mean, the only answer there is like practice.
Yep.
And I've said that several times, so that's
Yep.
all I can.
This one, don't touch the apron.
Oh, it's over.
Eddie's gonna have a lot of fun with these soundboards tonight.
I love it. Love it.
Okay.
I also don't want to play too much of it at the same time either.
Right. Okay, so then we had Junior was the next one. On lap 34.
Yeah, that one was fun.
So yeah, he claimed this one and shouldn't have. I remember this now. Yep. Practice?
Yep.
Because this kind of...
I can't say that P word.
Ooh, that looked like a little bit of net code.
Yeah, it was still gonna happen though. It
Yeah.
net coded off the wall and everything. Like you go back further than that, and you can see that. I mean, I get net code happens, but like you got to be close enough for somebody usually for a net code to get. So like it's gonna be inevitable.
Who was further back from this? Sharn, let's go on board with Sharn.
Bro, if Sharn was in the damn hornet's nest all night, that would be a good one to ride with and see what happened. Oh, he's the one that got me. Oh,
And then someone got him. And someone...
he gave me the next gen
Wait.
enema.
Hang on. Watch his... See, it wasn't even me this time.
He tried sending me to the upper decker.
Watch his mirror, too, after he goes through all this, right? Slows down, up, gets into Eddie.
Oh man.
And then someone gets into him, who gets into him,
Oh, the 4.
and then,
Oh,
and then
then Chucky.
Chucky.
Yeah, I told you, man.
That would have been a
Sharn
perfect
was-
time for your soundboard.
It would have. It would. But yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Right?
They still got. Rewind that. What was going on up there?
I don't even know.
What were they doing? What the world?
Who was that?
Oh, Riley Gomes.
Nice, guys. As if we weren't under caution already.
I don't know if we were. I didn't see the lights, but I don't see them now either.
Oh, no, we're still green.
Yeah. How in the hell are we still green after all that back there?
I don't know.
Oh, I see the yellow right there. Yeah. Above Junior's car. White and black. That's crazy.
Cool.
All right.
Was there 2 different wrecks on that one?
like
Yeah.
the one where I got upper deckered and then that. And I'm not saying it was Sharn's fault. There, you just couldn't see anything. I get it.
Yeah, caution doesn't come out,
Crazy.
right? Pace car's still on his. Man, I can't remember what number Sharn is. He's up here.
05.
Now we're looking at Josh's perspective. Then they all get into it on the front straight.
Yeah, as I said, maybe we need to go to Riley Gomes or one of those perspective because that'll give a better idea as to what the hell happened.
Looks like D Wright and Junior. Oh, D Wright pushes up into D Wright, or Merle pushes up into D Wright.
Man, I'd have probably done the same thing though, expecting D Wright to kind of ride that wall out a little more. I don't know, maybe not.
And then Riley, in an attempt to save it, slams on his brakes. And collects Matt Allen for the second time tonight. I think this is when he was done for the night. Go on board from Matt's view. Let's see if he slowed down at all.
You know what we needed in this race?
Huh.
Some damn scuffs.
All right, so they're going. Okay.
As
So,
Josh says, bingo.
so I see what. Okay, so Matt didn't necessarily arc a brake. He kept in it to try to get past everything going below him. And then
He
Riley.
just dive bombed everybody. Is what it was.
Yeah. Riley was trying to save it, and that ended his night. there.
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee.
Wrong place at the
Accurate.
wrong time.
Yep.
Right.
Absolutely.
Accurate.
All right. So the next one is.
TCB says the pace car was still refueling on that one. That would make sense.
Yep. Basically. Lap 43 for D Wright. I think this is the one where he self spins. Oh no, he makes contact with Sharn. Sharn keeps it straight. Good job, bud.
I told you, man, he was in the damn hornet's nest all night, man. All night.
That's unfortunate. Looks
Felt
like
extra bad for him, man, because he had a pretty good starting spot and then messed up and
oh, this is the one that was unclaimed.
started from the pits. And
So this one, when they're coming into one, Josh does go low, but backs out really early because he's not going to make that turn. And so he backs out. I don't know if D-Wright thought that he was still there or what happened, but he kind of went straight on entry and tagged Sharn and went around. Sharn, great car control, keeps the car under him. That Sentinel Fit number 05. Keeps it under him, keeps going straight. Just out of the throttle, super close to Gomes there.
Good save by Prola.
Yep. There was no net code there today. The only good thing that came out of that. And Grumpy Guy Graphics, race car designs. That explains it.
Grumpy.
Yep. So that's what happened on that one. So that was that one. Okay. The next one is Ryan Likens. On lap. Oh, I think he's already several laps down at this point, though. 61. Because he broke loose on 2 coming out of 2. I don't know if it's braking. Yeah, he kind of had to take an abnormal line and then just collects a bunch of people.
Hey, look, Sharn was in that one too. Poor guy.
I know, right? Let's go
Dude,
back.
I've had those races. I feel the pain. I've had those races for
Let's
sure.
go back on board with Sharn.
Was it your beginning of season like that?
Oh yeah, bro. It usually is because I'm trying to not race everybody like a dickhead.
Man, poor Sharn. Every
Yeah,
single
that's what
one
I'm
of
saying,
them.
man. And he had a really good starting spot. He was supposed to start next to me, I believe.
Yeah, he was supposed to start third. Yeah.
P3. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So the next one, in 214 contour this control finish. This one also involves Ryan Likens. But he's not at fault for this one at all. I think he's laps down at this point, is the problem. Lap 78. Hey, look at that. Perfect timing. This one, Billy Titoff goes low on Ryan. Comes up the track and tags him.
At least he tried to straighten him back out. It just didn't
Mhm.
work. But
You held your brakes
tried
this
to be
time too.
gentleman enough.
Good
Yeah,
job, bud.
That's good.
We're learning. Um. I think just overconfidence in this one, and he was still on the brakes too heavily when he gets in the corner, so the car's just sliding. Probably a little too much front brake on that.
Yeah, once you have that front brake in there, man, they lock up. It's
Mhm.
you're along for the ride unless you. And it's hard to let off the brakes because you're trying to stop, but usually it's the best to let off the brakes so the front wheels will quit locking up. Like
Right.
it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Next one was Trey Spears. Just overdrove it into the corner. Yep, that.
Oh yeah.
Eddie's gonna have fun with these soundboards now.
Yes.
Okay, so that one just overdrove into the corner. That's the tricky thing with short tracks is that you really have to test your brake bias, because if you set it too far forward and those fronts start slipping or sliding at all, you're not turning at all. Too much rear brake and same thing. It's not really going to turn the car. It's just going to push it forward. So
Yeah,
you've
and when
gotta
you're
be
setting
careful
all
with
that up, man, you gotta understand your braking,
Yeah.
the way that your braking style and stuff. Some people will drag the brakes more and use the brakes that way. Some people will job on them real hard and use the brakes that way. You just have to set it up for whatever feels best for your style of braking. I might use something real low, a real low percentage in the rear compared to, I don't know, some people that were here in the past that were fast also, and they would move the brake bias to the front. So, you just got to understand your style of braking and set it up to your style.
Yep.
And if you don't know if it'll work or not, try it and go back, and it'll either you'll tell real fast if you like it or not.
And how do you learn all that, Eddie?
That pay word that everybody's tired of me saying.
Practice.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
The
Sharn.
PPP word.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sharn says trail braking. Yes, trail braking.
Please practice peckerheads. That's the PPP.
The next one's lap 101, and that's with Cody Bullock, and this is second claimed one. Yeah, Ghost, I know.
Oh yeah.
No, don't start that now. You're gonna get me going.
Bro, I just had
Oh,
coffee
you got Ghost too?
D writes below him. Just comes off the wall and hits D right. Did he like get loose or anything? Oh no, he pulled a Sylvain.
He got scared of the wall.
He got scared of the wall. He did everything he could to avoid it.
Oh, the wall likes me. It keeps coming out and grabbing me.
Sure. That's
Bro,
what it
some
is,
of those
bud.
tracks, I'm telling you, man, the addition
Indy.
of the safer barrier at these places.
Andy, turn
Yeah,
forward.
Indy's one. Yeah, Indy's one. Dover's
Yeah,
one.
didn't do a good job on those safety barriers. It grabs
Yeah.
you and holds you.
Yeah. They hold on to you for your safety, Silva.
Yeah.
This one was Trey
Yeah.
Spears.
I'll go ahead and get that started.
No, it's the next corner.
Oh. Well,
Now,
let me down.
and do like 2 and 3. This is right here. All right.
Let me take it off that car before I have to hit it again.
What's the other horns do?
So that was his second for the night. He claimed that one, and that was the end of that.
Bye-bye.
So lap 132 was the last one. That was with Zach Cox.
He ain't even got no paint on that thing.
Just broke loose. Bumper's gone. Now this is not the aero
Does what
mod,
look
this is the
familiar,
cooling
Josh?
mod.
Does what look familiar? What he's talking about.
I don't know. So yeah, that's the end of the cautions. Now it's just the rest of the race. So while we're going to watch the race, we're going to talk to the winner of this race, Eddie Morris.
What's up, man?
How did you get here, bud? You had a couple of
It
off
was a
weeks.
long damn journey, let me tell you.
Tell us about this race, bud. What brought you up here? How'd you get here? What was the tire management like? Fuel management? What did you do well? What could you do better?
Honestly, man, the first part of the race, I was just riding until I got whacked, and then I threw that out the window.
You messed up with your teammates' crew. That's what happened.
Teammates crew.
Butch.
Oh.
He didn't mess it up.
I'm so confused.
It's this Canadians, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
That 3
just
car off
looking at it
of turn
from a
2.
backwards.
He led the most laps, so he was in the lead for the longest time, and then all of a sudden you came up.
Oh,
Eddie
well,
was
hell, I
fast.
spent
No,
most of the race coming up through the damn pack, bro.
to be clear, Eddie was
Yeah.
fast all night. It just
Yeah.
Eddie had what? Your tires are 25 laps newer at this point?
If this was the end of the race, yeah.
Yeah, this is the end of the race. So Eddie pit before Devin did. Now, tell us how this tire fall off thing worked for you, because I've heard different things that it was during the middle of the race when they pulled Devin up for an interview, I guess for winning the stage or something. He said that his tires only took like a 7% fall off in the first like 30 laps. Now, granted, a bunch of that was under caution. So how did the tire fall off feel for you on this longer run?
I couldn't even tell you how long this run was on these tires, but hell, I could still, bro. I was cooking. But like, what really stopped me, like, was whenever Dev decided to race me super hard. But yeah, like even after I passed him, like, clean air is so important. Like right now, my car feels like shit. Like, you're behind somebody else, it feels like shit. And I mean, it's not horrible. There's been other tracks that it's been worse, but it doesn't do you any favors here. So I wouldn't put that feeling on tire wear. But because like whenever I got by him, I was good, and then once I got behind Garrett Fox at the end there, it felt like shit again. And that's what kind of irritated me the most, was because I feel like I lost a lot of time dealing with Dev. Whereas if the roles were reversed, I would have clearly, just got the hell out of his way, let him do his thing, because I know, one, his tires are fresher. And if I'm sitting there with 3 wins on the season and my teammate has a chance to get locked in, go for it, brother. You win, that's a win for me, But yeah, that kind of frustrated me.
And to clarify, from last season, it's different in case people that left from last season are watching, which I don't think they are, but
Yeah.
there was an
Yeah, I'm not saying pull over and let me win.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
There was
don't
one
race
thing
me as
where
hard
the
and
leader
try
had
to wear my shit out.
he'd given up like a 5-second lead to let his teammate come and win and lock himself in the playoffs. We're not talking about that. This is one person clearly catching the other and running as hard as he can to get to this point.
So what? You didn't pull a Hamlin?
What? What's
You didn't pull a Hamlin?
No, he didn't pull a Hamlin.
Like one of these corners, I about eat shit because I'm trying to stay off of him because he is a teammate.
I think it's this one. I think it's the next lap. Can't remember if it was coming off of 4 or 2.
I think it was. Or no, I think it was coming off of 2, going down the back stretch. And while we're doing this, Brett's catching us because,
And that's the crazy thing about this track, is that like the inside line is faster only if you can push to the outside coming off the turn. If there's a car out there, the outside line is always faster because they have so much more room to go up that track and hold the momentum.
Well, you can take a slower car and make it look good on the outside.
Yeah. It's the next lap.
Corners, I about eat shit.
It's the next lap, because you were like, oh my God, he almost had him cleared. Like, I'm watching this whole thing up in the booth. But I was like, oh man, he almost had him clear. And then you come into this corner, I'm like, oh, he's going to get him. And then it doesn't happen. Yeah, it was this one, because I was like, oh man, he could just slide up there and get him. Nope.
Yeah. I was trying to get it and close the door.
Yep.
I was like, son of a... Now I'm going to have to go back and do all this all over again.
Cool the tires off.
Here comes Brett.
Yep.
And here comes the Brett.
Yeah. Pull the tires off, recollect yourself, and get at it again. And that whole time, I mean, you guys had probably a 1.5-second lead over Brett, and that got cut down to less than 3/4, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. That was the frustrating part on my end. Like, and to clarify, yeah, I'm not saying pull over and let me win. That's definitely not it. But I don't know. I'm not racing a teammate that hard. That's just not in me.
Yeah.
I don't. I've said it before. I don't need to lead every lap. I don't need to win every race. I just want to be there with a shot at the Final Four. That's it.
Yep. I get it.
Learn, get better, get faster. everything else will come. You know.
So they run it around. Eddie does the same thing, comes back around and catches back up to him, and we'll skip a couple laps here because I want to do this for 30 laps. Finally gets back up to him again, and Brett is right there. So now it's a 3-car race instead of just the 2 of y'all.
Yep.
And then you're also catching Garrett, who was coming off of a pit road penalty for a lane change violation. So, yeah, we do this for another 5 or 6 laps, all while Brett's sitting there, just waiting for one of them to mess up to take the inside again. I think you clear him on turn 2 on the next lap. Turn 4, you don't clear.
I know one of them. I slid up. I wasn't even 100% sure I was clear.
Oh, that's right.
Man,
Devin got into the wall here.
Ooh.
And that
say,
slowed
yeah,
him
touched
down.
the wall. And
Yeah, that slowed him down. And then Eddie has it clear, and then he goes up the track. And that's where you get the best time, is when you're on the low side and you can slide up the track and take that run off the corner.
Well, you have that clean air too. You know, like it's such a big thing. Like it's crazy.
You can definitely see the tire tire runoff for Devin, because he falls back even behind Brett.
Yeah, like
well, touching the wall might have not helped him either with the tire.
Probably not.
or racing his teammate as hard as he did a couple times. Whatever.
And then Devin and Ryan Gomes start battling out. They kind of hold the position, share 1, 2, 3 for the rest of the race, because Brett came in second, Devin finished third. But the big thing is when Eddie starts catching Garrett here.
Yeah. I reached out to him today to ask him what his deal was. Asked him if I did anything to piss in his Cheerios about what would warrant him to race me that way. And of course, it was some stupid ass excuse or whatever. And he said it don't matter because he won't be back. So,
Okay.
bye.
That happens. We're about that time of the season where we start losing people.
Yep.
So yeah, so this is, I don't know, maybe I have a different perspective or different mindset when it comes to this. Like if a leader's coming up to me, I'm not standing in the way. There's no point.
Yeah, there's a handful of laps there, bro. Just stay behind them. Be the damn lucky dog. Like,
Yeah.
what? I don't. And that's the second time I've been raced like that this season. And it's been 2 different people, and they can both eat a bag of
Cheerios.
weenies
Cheerios.
or
Cheerios.
mini sausages. Veiny sausages. That's what it is.
Yeah. Too bad you can't play gifts like on stream, because you can do the guy eating the sausage.
That's right. Great.
So yeah, so there was some contact between Garrett and Eddie 2 laps ago, and I had said in the
No,
chat,
there was no contact there. I didn't bump into him.
No, when the first time, when it was like 3 laps or 4 laps to go, when you guys were going in the corner. Remember?
I don't remember.
You made contact with him. This was the one that was super
Show
close.
me.
Like,
Show me
why?
where I made contact with him. Because I didn't even have a 0x show up. But yeah, this is stupid.
Yeah, I don't quite understand that.
Dumb. With a B.
Don't quite understand that. But
I don't either. But if somebody like that wants to race like that wants to quit, then I'll hold the door open for them and help them pack their bags. So
yeah, when it comes
there's
for
no place for that. That's ridiculous.
yeah,
It
and
would
that
be
comes
different if they were racing for position themselves.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's
that
one
would be
thing.
totally different. But if you're gonna give the damn leader a shot after he goes by you, like, no, bro, it's a handful of laps. Like, what if my tires were absolute dog shit at that point, and he'd wrecked me? Like, what would he have proven? You know, like, there's no point in that. There's no place. I don't want to race around people like that.
Well, in my
So, like I
opinion,
said,
if that would have happened, that would have been intentional wrecking from my point of
Well,
view.
Yes.
And it wouldn't have mattered. I'm not coming back. I'm taking my toys and going home.
Okay.
Bye. Like I said, I'll open the door and help them pack. And
I'm sorry.
I'd
you feel
rather
that
not
way.
waste my time racing around people like that want to race other people like that. So
Yeah. I'm sorry you feel that way.
I'm not. His
OB
problem, not mine.
OBS is broken.
Oh yeah, but the OBS is.
OBS is broken. It won't let me switch the view now.
That's a pretty good
Hello.
view.
Go. Oh, it can fade to black. Oh, great.
Oh, you
No.
killed us all.
I don't know what's happening now.
Where'd it go,
There
Junior?
it goes.
It froze.
I know, right? So that's the
broken.
next gen race. It went well, kinda. There was some good stuff in there.
Yeah, like I said, it was a lot better than previous weeks and
Yep.
a lot better than what we expected going into it.
Yep.
Like I said, I'd still feel the same, and I'd say the same, even if, I didn't have the decent week that I had, and then the win in the next gen. I'd still say the same thing.
Yep.
So, and yes, Josh, definitely familiar. 3-car off turn 2. Yes.
No TV signal?
No, the network's down.
What?
Oh,
Sylvain,
yeah, my phone's connected without
Yeah.
internet.
Yes.
we are live, sir. Mute yourself.
Who's your special
Yes.
guest?
Special guest, Sylvain's significant other or something.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you. We don't know much about Sylvain. He's kind of like a Canadian. Maybe he's a Canadian assassin.
It could be.
I work for Biomed and I live in the
Ninja.
country. Not feeling it, bud. You're a secret royal mountie, aren't you?
In my paintball group, I was called the Panther because I used to sneak up on people.
Explains a lot.
See, there it is.
Secret assassin.
Or he could just be a vampire.
Maybe
I mean,
can we
lives
change
out
his
in the-
name from
out in the
Works a Lot to
woods.
Secret Assassin? I think we
Yeah.
should. I think I can. Hang on. Right click. So-
Juniors needs to be the upper decker.
Oh, I don't think I can.
But yeah, he might be a vampire, man. Lives out in the country.
Yep.
Collects blood.
Yep. Now he fixes the blood machines.
We hardly see him.
Yep. Well,
He don't come
that's-
out when it's sunlight. Does he show up to night races only though? We got to do some research.
Well, he didn't come to Richmond, and those are both night races.
Right.
So the next night race we have is Texas. So we'll see if he shows up then.
We'll see.
Well, I think that's going to be it for tonight.
Yeah, I don't think we have anything else to go over.
Mm-mm. Watkins Glen predictions.
We don't have full
Trucks
course
might be
cautions,
good.
so everybody keep in mind about that.
Okay, so to clarify, we do watch the races after the race. So please don't do some intentional wrecking BS, even though a caution won't be called.
You'll
I'm
still
just
get
saying.
the same damn penalty. We
Yeah.
do not tolerate that.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
garbo.
just to clarify, we're not going to do that today or next week. Hopefully I'll be in the race. If not, I will at least I'll do my 5 laps with no force feedback, and then I'll back out depending on if I got that wheel or not. Other than that, I got nothing else. Sylvain, what do you got, bud? Are you going to be here next week?
I'm gonna try to plan.
That's the goal.
Nice.
So what for the road course? We still do the stage break, but there is no local cautions or whatever.
Local cautions only, not full track cautions.
Correct. Yeah.
But we do still have the stage caution.
We do still have the
The
stage
stage
caution. So the way it's going to work, like we did last season at Most Sport.
Should we tell them about the full field invert at the end of the stage, or should we
No.
leave it as a surprise?
No, we're not doing that. No, we did that before. It was awful. So anybody that's watching, and I'm going to reiterate this on race day as well. This is how the stage caution is going to work. Normally, as the first place driver crosses the start finish line, the yellow is thrown 2 seconds later. That gives enough time for the first place car to pass the pace car, so that we don't have to so that we don't have to check up on that lap. Road courses are different. We do not wait that 2 seconds. We want the pace car to catch the field. So keep that in mind. Basically, coming into the S's now is where we're going to catch the pace car so that we don't waste an entire lap under caution. We're not NASCAR. We don't want to spend 14 laps under caution for a stage break. So I will
and the whole
reiterate
idea
this.
is everybody to catch up.
Right. So
Yeah.
I will reiterate this on race day as well, but there is not going to be a delay in throwing the caution. It's as first place crosses the line, the caution will come out and we will catch the pace car on that lap. So it should be around the S's, maybe the top of the S's going into the bus stop is where we'll catch up. But basically what I want to reiterate is that the first place car should not slow down even with the caution coming out until the S's. The pace car will catch up to you and then go pace speed for lower than the pace speed from there. But just be aware. Everyone, please be conscious of what's going on. It makes it a little bit different because it's, I don't want to waste an entire lap under caution. So, again, we will talk about this on race day, but that's how we do the stage cautions on road courses.
Josh says his big prediction is a big wreck in the bus stop.
On
He
which
didn't give me a
lap?
lap number though.
Yeah, because
He didn't give me a
lap
lap
1,
number.
lap 15
I mean,
on the
Yeah,
restart.
I mean, if
which one is it?
we're betting money on that, I'm putting money on it because there's no stipulation as to what lap, and that could be any lap. So
It's going to be either lap 1 through 3 or lap 18 to 20 when everyone's together.
Yeah.
That's
if it don't happen the first time, there's a second chance.
Mm-hmm,
I
for
think it'll be
sure.
going into turn 1, man. Like,
So we talked, was it 2 weeks ago where we were talking about
well,
the
I'm
rest
just
of the
gonna
schedule?
say turn 1's gonna be a shit show, so it turns out okay. Have you forgotten?
No, it was when we were talking to Sharn. Yeah, no, I have not forgotten. But when we were talking to Sharn, we were talking about road courses. We had said at the time, it's not safe to start in first, and it's not safe to start in the middle. It's not smart to start in the back. So like you're kind of SOL.
Mhm.
There's not a whole lot of, if you start in the middle, you're either going to get rear-ended or you're going to miss your braking point while watching your mirror to make sure you don't get
Or
rear-ended.
somebody's gonna brake too soon,
Right.
anticipating the person in front of them. Yeah,
Correct.
there's so much, bro. I've been front, been middle, been back, and been caught up in everything.
Yeah. And then starting in the back, you don't have enough time to get back to the front where you can actually race. So it's kind of like a catch-22. There's no safe place to start on a road course.
Josh says
Especially a
first
T1.
green lap after the stage. First green lap after the stage.
After the stage, huh? I don't think it's, I think it's going to be lap 1 or 2.
We'll see.
We have to predict the worst, right? For it to be good.
That's it. It's gonna be a shit show. Already said.
But I actually think it's going to be a shit show.
I hope not.
All right, guys.
I'm locked in on both. Wreck the fuck out of me. I don't care.
Oh, I think the trucks wouldn't be as bad as the next gen.
I would agree with that. Trucks are a much smaller field.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
if
seem
the,
to
if the
handle
trucks
a
are
little bit
looser
better
though,
weapons.
That's true. Trucks have been getting progressively looser.
yeah,
However,
if they're looser, then it's gonna be a hardcore time. And people that don't PPP, place practice peckerheads, they don't get in there and do that, they're gonna have a real hard time. Like when you get in there for the practice sessions, man, before the race, like in the race session, like I'm in there to get the track feel. Like I'm not in there to dodge pecker weeds,
yeah,
you know, being goofy. And a lot of it could be prevented by just jumping into a session 10, 20 minutes early. Get the wrecking and the dumb stuff out of your system before you jump in there. Like some people use that time to use tire runs, fuel runs, you know, and it sucks when you're getting taken out by ding dongs being ding dongs.
yeah.
So just be mindful of that when you're in there doing the practices and stuff.
Yep. I don't know.
Same goes for here too, because man, let me tell you, in order for that timer to start, you got to take a whole lap around the track, and there's nothing worse than getting wrecked or something happening right coming to the damn, you know, coming for your first time lap at a road course.
or at a bus stop or in the S's.
Well, I'm just saying anywhere. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you got to go all the way around, and it's not a short track.
Nope. I think that the trucks will be a better race because they can abuse the curbs in the bus stop a lot more than the next gens can. I've noticed that every time I try the next gens and you try to take that same line through the first part of the bus stop where basically get as close to that wall as you can in a straight line to hit that left turn, to make the left side of the truck jump up. Every time you try that in the next gens, I've broken loose every single time. But that's like the fastest way through the bus stop. So, because the curbs are bigger in the first part than they are the second part. So I think that the trucks will be a more entertaining race from that perspective and hitting that line. The next gens are going to be a lot more precision through there. But that's just my opinion.
I think all that depends on how loose that setup is for that track. I've
That's
not
also
been in
true.
there and I've not checked it. Like
I haven't
I
either.
could be sitting here being worried about nothing. They could be tighter than Dick's hat band. I don't know, but like
I got no force feedback, man, so I can go and drive this track all I want. We can't feel a damn thing.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be better.
it could
Yeah,
be.
I was gonna say that. Maybe
I mean,
it
honestly,
drive better.
Yeah, a lot of the old Coke guys used to do that. The pros and stuff.
Well, Joe says
Drive
that
without
even now a
force
lot of the
feedback.
pros don't run with force feedback.
Yeah.
That's so strange to me.
It is strange.
Like, that's the only feeling you have in the car, unless you have like a whole motion rig. Kevin. Maybe Kevin doesn't run with force feedback. That's the problem.
Maybe.
I don't know. You know what that means, though? Practice. Gotta practice.
Pay. Please
Pay,
practice
pay,
pick
pay.
the weeds.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We're done for the night. Thank you for joining. Sylvain, thanks for hanging out. You're welcome anytime, bud. Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Central Time every week. Myself and
Please
Eddie
tackle
almost
with some
guaranteed.
please.
Myself and Eddie almost guaranteed.
Yeah,
Devin.
I was gonna say that. Devin has been around for a while.
Devin guaranteed won't be here. We don't even count on it. We don't even ask him anymore.
Okay.
But yeah, you are more than welcome to come by anytime, bud. I appreciate everyone coming by. Josh, Sharn, Cheesy B, and Sylvain in the chat. Thanks for hanging out. Y'all have a great
No
night.
show.
We'll see you
Appreciate
next
it,
week.
guys.
Like, subscribe,
Have
do all
a
the
good
fun
night.
things.